One thing a lot of people don't consider when they start customizing their vehicle and adding more weight to it, or even adding more passengers on a vehicle like a 4-seater, is how that's going to affect the ride height or create suspension sag. You're going to want to find a nice flat spot on your frame to check your ride height. The first position is right behind the front differential and rear lower A-arm mount, where it's the flat part of the skid plate, and I'm going to go from the ground to the skid plate and check what that ride height is. Next, I'm going to move to the rear of the car, under the transmission, and again, I'm going to measure from the ground to the bottom of the skid plate. Now that we see the ride height on my new Can-Am is about 13 inches, and we're trying to target about 15 inches. Let's get this thing up in the air and get the ride height adjusted. The next thing I really like to check is preload on the nuts, and so I like to go from the face of the spring to the top edge of the shock body and check that measurement. So now that you have those measurements, you can start increasing the preload on the springs so that it will actually increase the ride height of the vehicle. A lot of times if the springs are loose, you can grab them by hand and turn them to adjust that preload. But if not, you can take your time, use your spanner wrench and turn it a little bit at a time.